Hi, good morning, everyone. So we are ready to start our fitness and yoga session for today. So today is the second session on our 5-day journey, and so yesterday we did more of gentle yoga. Today we'll do, of course, yoga, but we'll start. We'll do a little circuit workout to give you an idea how a fitness workout should be. We'll use that as the warm up, and then we'll do yoga stretches, postures, and some relaxation in the end. And so tomorrow is our fitness day slightly. Also at the end of the class today, I'll be talking about weight loss and touching upon that because I've been getting a lot of messages to seeking advice on weight loss. So towards the end of today's session, we'll be talking on that, and we'll be doing a few things in the session towards which are good towards that. And so just prepare yourself, find your mat, and so today is our fitness day. Tomorrow again we'll do a gentle yoga session, and day after morning it'll be a fast-paced session where a lot of young people and kids will be joining us. We'll be going through many postures to see how many postures we can do with perfection. And then on the fifth day, the Sunday, we'll be doing a very classical restorative yoga session. Okay, so just stand. First, we'll do a little bit of stretching and breathing before we go into our workout mode for the day. Okay, so just stand there. We'll do something which yesterday I told you we call this the anytime anywhere stretches. Just revise that. One stretch is these stretches you can do anywhere, anytime, in your office, even if you're traveling in a train later. Once this lockdown is over, just you can go to a side and do these stretches. Hold and relax, and interlock your fingers, hands down, shoulders back, neck up. Gentle stretch, don't strain the neck. Feel the stretch of the shoulder, hold there, and relax, and relax. And the third is for the lower back, little distance between the feet. Keep your hands here, arch back, hold there, and relax. The key is you need to hold these for a few seconds and then release. Okay? Okay, now wake yourself up with this balancing posture. If you need support, take slight support in this and come back and change the other. Hold there, and come back. Okay, since we are in a standing position, we'll start with a few breathing exercises, which in these times it's very important to keep our lungs energized, our respiratory system strong. So we'll just go through these. You should do anyways, you should do on your own anytime. So just learn these simple exercises, very good for your lungs. So keep your hands in. We'll start with the clavicular breathing using the upper part of our chest. So hands in this position. Keep your thumb in your armpits, the center. Then bring the hands here. And as you breathe in, expand the chest. Your hands will move apart. And as you breathe out, squeeze the chest. Bring your hands closer, and again breathe in 2 more times. Inhale, fill the lungs completely, neck up, and exhale, hands. And once again breathe in, take a nice deep breath, and breathe out, exhale, and relax. Next, we'll do the thoracic breathing. For this, keep your hands on your little outward on your lower ribs on the rib cage. Okay. And as you breathe in, feel the rib cage expand. Mainly the rib cage expand. Okay. Breathe in. And breathe out. And 2 more times. Breathe in. Breathe out. Once again, breathe in. Breathe out. And relax. Third, we'll use the lower abdomen more to breathe in. So your hands in this position and your fingers below your navel, okay, and your thumb above your navel. And as you breathe in, raise the stomach, you can come up a little. As you breathe out, squeeze the stomach inward and press it in. And again, breathe in 2 more times, inhale. And as you exhale, squeeze your stomach in and push the lower part of your stomach in with your fingers. And again, breathe in and breathe out. Okay. And relax. And relax. Now, using all the three, the lower abdomen, the thoracic and the chest, keep your hands here. Breathe in, pull your hands back, expand your chest, and as you breathe out, and once again, breathe in and breathe out. Okay, and relax, and relax, and relax. So, more people are joining in. So, before we start our circuit workout to warm up, we'll do a short version of the wake up stretches I showed you. I showed you yesterday that every morning you should wake up with a few stretches, some mind centering. Today we'll do a short version of it. On the days that you are in a rush and you don't have so much time, you just have 2 minutes, do these stretches. So now I want you to sit on your mat. Just sit down on your mat. Okay, and we'll start with a little mind centering. Just you can sit in this position. If you are more comfortable in Vajrasana, you can sit in Vajrasana. Just sit with your spine straight in any position comfortable. Close your eyes. And just observe your breathing. Just observe your breathing for a few seconds. And now, breathe in as you raise the neck up. Inhale. And as you exhale, the neck down. And once again, breathe in, the neck up, and just hold there. Keep holding there. And come back straight. And then raise the shoulders up as you breathe in. Inhale. Exhale. Once again, inhale. Exhale. Okay. And now we move into the cat stretch position. From there, move into, see, these you can do right on your bed in the morning. Okay. And push your spine up like a bow. Keep holding there. Keep holding there. And then release. Now stomach down, the neck up. Keep holding there. Keep holding there. And release. And the right leg back. Push the heel back gently. Feel a stretch on your calf. And come back, and the other leg, push the heel back, feel a gentle stretch on your calf, and come back and push your hips back, put your head down. Watch your breathing for 3 to 4 breaths in that position. And from there, come up and stretch your feet straight in front of you. Toes towards yourself, feel a gentle stretch on your calves and down. And again, toes towards yourself, reach for the toes, a gentle stretch on your hamstrings. Not a big stretch, very small stretch. And come back. And once again, Feel a gentle stretch, hold there, 4, 3, 2, 1 and relax. Then come back up in the sitting position. Over here and now we do the breathing just 2 times with your hands to the side, palms facing up. Start breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Join the palms together, hold the breath, stretch up, and as you breathe out, palms facing down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this time when you raise the hands up, keep the back side palms downward. Inhale, keep inhaling. Interlock your fingers like this now and stretch upward. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. And now keeping the hands down, breathe in. And as you breathe out, just twist to one side. And breathe in center. Breathe out, twist to the other side. And come back, just interlock the fingers, stretch up. And join the palms together. And rub the palms together. Feel a little heat in your palms and let your face, your eyes absorb it. So if you are rushed, then just do this much in the morning when you wake up, right on your bed, have some water, and then you are ready to start your day. Okay, now stand up. We are getting ready to start our circuit workout. For 20 minutes, we'll do a circuit workout, and don't keep the air conditioning, fan, lower it. That will be better. And for those of you who have injuries, who are not used to working out, though we won't be doing very strenuous stuff, but still those who have lower back problems, knee issues, you can just listen to your body. You can avoid a whole lot of things or do the easier version of them. Okay, so just stand up, and in the standing position we'll start warming up the body a little bit. Just take a few steps back and a few steps forward, and take a few steps back and a few steps forward. So we'll warm up for a few minutes, slowly trying to raise our heart rate up, again forward and back. And in the standing position, just raise one knee at a time. 4, 3, 2, opposite hand, 1, 3. So right knee and the left hand, and opposite. Opposite. Okay. And right leg forward, breathe in, breathe out, and the other leg, breathe in. See, today we are moving at a different pace than what we do when we do more of yoga. So for 20 minutes, because we are doing this as exercise, we are going faster because we want the heart rate to be faster in this. Okay, now slight spot jogging. Okay, your knee should be going outward, a little center, but the knee should come up slightly. Don't do it like this. Do it like this. Your knee should be coming up slightly, and on your toes. Be absolutely on your toes, and hand movement. So your opposite hand and leg, opposite hand and leg. Do it slow, opposite hand and leg, and now with the jumping movement, opposite hand and leg as you do spot jogging. Neck up. Okay? Try to make it effortless. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And again, walk up, walk back. And some of you who are not in a mood to work out today, you can go easy for the next 20 minutes. Just keep your heart rate up. You can avoid certain jumping movements. You can just do walking instead. Okay, and relax. And feet together. Breathe in, stretch up, arch back, look up, and as you breathe out, push your hips back parallel to the ground. And in a continuous movement, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale and relax. And little distance between the feet, and in a continuous movement, 4, 3, not with a jerk but with a continuous movement. And now one hand back, 2, 1, and change, push your hips back, hands in front, breathe in, keep going 2 more times, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Today you will get an idea of how a basic athletic circuit workout is, and jog up a few steps and jog back a few steps. So right now we are on the warm up part of a workout. On your toes and take small steps forward, small steps back, and again small steps forward and small steps back. Okay, and relax. Right leg forward, balance there, toes up and down, toes up and down. Now the left leg, toes up, down, down. Okay, and raise one knee at a time. Hold with your hands and down, hold, down, hold, down. Okay, and now the left leg forward, and so there is a little distance between the feet, they are not in one line, okay, little distance. Now bring the back leg up, and so your right knee comes up and the left hand comes up, opposite hand again. Fast, 3, 2, the other, see the hand movement, 1, hold there, keep holding there, keep holding there, and down. Now the right leg forward, the left leg comes up and the right hand comes up. And again, up and continuous, 3, 2, and hold there, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and relax. And now from this position, in a continuous movement, arch back and reach for your toes. Okay, keep going. Breathe in, breathe out. You can bend the knee slightly if you want. All those people who continue, all those people who have lower back injuries, go easy on all the forward bends. Exhale, inhale, and relax, and relax. And walk up and walk back 2 times. So today we are focusing slightly on weight loss apart from yoga. Tomorrow we will be talking a bit about injuries, especially the lower back injury, and how to deal with it. Okay, and come back. And now, sideways shuffling, just see the technique of it. So you don't take a very big step, take small steps to the right, small steps to the left. When you have to go to the right leg moves first. When you go to the left leg moves first. Okay, one side, the other side, and be slightly more on your toes when you do this. And again, okay, and again a spot jogging movement. Try to make it effortless, your back straight, hand movement, knees come up. Okay, some of you continue this, the others can switch to both the knees. Do like a mock skipping movement. Imagine a skipping rope in your hand. Okay, and relax, and relax. Take a breather. We'll move to, now you can feel your heart rate slightly up. Okay, once again I am reminding all the people who have injuries, who have not been working out, avoid any movement that puts a strain on your knees, on your lower back. Okay, you can skip those and do the others. Okay, now you can feel your heart rate slightly up. We'll do the joint rotations. A very important part of a circuit workout is you should first warm up all the joints, wrist one side, the other side, and just swing the arms up and back. Keep the shoulders loose, up, back. Okay, now left leg forward, the right leg raise it straight up and back, not with a jerk. You don't have to raise it too high. 3, 2, 1 and change. The other leg forward, right leg forward, 4, 3 and see the hand movement. The other hand comes up, 2, 1 and relax. And a little distance in your feet, bend the knee slightly. We are still on the warm up right now. Okay, and raise the right leg and bring it outward. So you are inside out making a circle. Bend the knee, raise it up and bring it outward. 3, 2, 1 and the other leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and relax. And the hip rotation, 3 times one side and 3 times the other side. 3, 2, 1. Okay, and do the shoulder rotation, up and back, full rotation. Take the elbows up and back, and once again, and the other way around. 3, 2, 1. Okay, and little distance, bend the knee slightly and do a twisting movement without a jerk but a continuous movement. Okay, and relax and relax. Okay, we'll just do since we'll be using the warm up from our workout to work towards certain yoga postures to get more perfection. So let's do the warriors one. We've been trying to do the warriors. A big step forward, bend the knee like a lunge and stretch your hands up and arch back. Throw the neck back, look up at the sky, at the ceiling and come back and change. The other leg, big step forward, bend the knee and in the direction of your knee, stretch up and arch back. Throw the neck back. Okay, and come back and come back and relax. Okay, now stretch your feet outward, and again those who have lower back issues, go easy on this. The others, bend forward and touch alternate toes. Okay, right, left, right, left. Okay, and now stretch forward, your hands push your hips back and come up, arch back. Once again, forward and arch back and relax and relax. And just raise the knees up again, just hold there. And in the same position, ankle up and down. And change, up and down, up and down. Okay, those who have joined in late, we are focusing on weight loss in this section of our. And another thing I want to quickly tell you is, in case we lose internet, then just I'll be starting the session again, so you just come again live in case we lose network like we did the other day. Okay. Now we'll do a few cardio movements, especially those people who are, okay, just keep walking up and back. As I'm talking to you, I don't want your heart rate to go down. Keep walking up, walking back, and jogging up, jogging back. Keep your heart rate up. So the next 2-3 cardio movements we'll do, particularly those of you who are interested in weight loss, I want you to rate yourself on those cardio movements, that how much on 10 you'll give yourself more than 5 or less than 5 in these movements. One is the simple spot jogging movement. Okay, all these are, cardio is a very important aspect of wanting to get leaner. So these are some of the important weight bearing exercises. One is the spot jogging. Just see how effortlessly you do this. Your hand movement, your neck up, your knees should be coming up. Do you feel light on your feet, or Okay, relax, relax. Now the second movement is the skipping movement. And just both the knees, just see how you can use a mock skipping movement. Just see how, and raise the light you are on your feet, landing on your toes, and switch to a twisting movement like this. Okay, and relax, and relax. Take a breather. So you feel your heart rate going up slightly. We'll keep our heart rate up for, and some of you who find this strenuous can just walk, and again forward and back, and now sideways, a little fast, small steps on your toes, and the other side. Okay, and now to the jumping jacks. Some of you can avoid this and just do a little more of spot jogging, walking around. The others who can do this comfortably, do the jumping jacks. Inhale, exhale, breathe in, breathe out, on your toes. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax, and relax. And feel your heart rate one up. Okay, now we'll do some strength exercises. We'll start with the wall push-ups. Okay, so just take support of a wall and we'll do push-ups against that. So this is a wall I'm taking support of, and hands in line with your shoulders. Okay, and down. You can turn your head to one side so that you don't bang your face to the wall. Just do a few wall push-ups like that. Okay, and come back, and come back. I had told some of you to get some weight to do a exercise using the weight. I don't know, has anyone got that? Okay, next, in position for squats, and shoulder width distance between your feet, your back straight, feet parallel, and then sit on an imaginary chair and come up. Not fully, keep the knees a little bent, and again 4, come up, 3, 2, and slowly hold there and come up slowly. Make sure you don't strain your knee when you do this. After you finish this, do this stretch to stretch the same muscle that we've contracted, the quadriceps, and change the other. If you need support to do this, you can take support and come back. Now we are moving on to our core muscles on the mat. So for the next exercise, on your mat, in the calf chest position, raise the right leg up and down, the left leg up, neck up, also down, and now the right leg up and the left hand up and down, and now the left leg up and the right hand up, down. Continuous movement. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. If it's too strenuous for you, then you can just do the legs and not raise the hand. And this time, raise the leg up, hold there, raise the hand, opposite hand, and just balance in that position. Try to get steady. To get steady, you are using your core muscles in that. Feel the core muscles. And down. And now, the left leg up, right hand up, the other hand and the other leg. Try to get steady there. Get steady. Feel your muscles that are working. And come back. And come back. Okay, just relax in the rabbit position, Shashankasana. Okay, now move into the plank position. This plank. Okay. Make sure your hips are not too high, not too low. In one line, body weight forward. Neck not too up, not too low, and keep holding there. 4, 3, 2, and put your knees down, and now do the plank on your elbows. And on your elbows, and again come in the plank position. Feel the core muscles working, again not too low, not too high. Neck slightly up, feel the muscles that are working. Knees down, lie down on your stomach, stretch your hands forward. And now raise the right hand and the left leg up, opposite hand and leg down, and the other hand and the leg up, down. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Those who can do both comfortably, do both, otherwise continue with one. Both the hands, both the legs up and down. And again, breathe in, breathe out. Once again, up and keep holding there. Try to come up as much as you can and keep holding there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Put your head down, relax there for 4 seconds. Okay, come on your elbows. Come in the Swanasana. So we are using the fact that we are warmed up to do these postures so that we can open up the stiffness in the body. And from there, in the cat stretch, push your hips up, walk up a little, and see if you can walk up to stand up from there. Only if it's comfortable, otherwise use your hands and come up. And from there, lie down on your back on your mat. Okay, lie down on your back from there. Okay, now feet together, palms down, start leg raises, one leg at a time. Up, down, and if you're comfortable, if your lower back is comfortable with it, do both the legs, otherwise continue with one. 4, 3, 2, 1, and start a cycling movement. 3, 2, 1, and the other way around. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and feet down. Bend the knees and straighten. Stretch your hands back, and as you come up, don't come up with a jerk, otherwise you strain your lower back. As you come up, use slight elbow support to come up and reach for the toes. And going back again, take slight support and go back. And again, breathe out, take slight support, reach for the toes, and breathe in. If you have low back which is sensitive, you can avoid, go easy on this one, and reach for the toes and come back. And from there, do the boat position, balance here, and keeping the balance. See, don't be down too much, otherwise it will be more strenuous. You are like in a V position. Balance and then keep the balance, hold there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and come back and try the Ushtrasana. Use the fact that we are warmed up. So come up first, arch back like this, and come back. And now if you're going with the left hand, goes on the left heel and arch back, and come back, and the right hand goes on the right heel, arch back, and come back. If you have done it with both the hands, you can try that, otherwise just repeat this. Those who are comfortable doing with both the hands, push your stomach up, arch back, throw the neck back, and to come back, leave one hand first, then leave the other hand, and come back, and come back. Okay, before we come up, we'll just try this posture, the Malasana. So just sit, it's also called Utkatasana. Basically this is the Indian toilet position. Just hold there and come on your toes from there and try to come up with minimal use of your hands gracefully. Okay? Don't strain your knee though. If you feel a strain on your knee, you can take slight support with your hands. Okay, and relax. If anyone needs a small sip of water at this point, you can have a small sip of water, and otherwise just start walking up and back. So we are done with one round of our circuit. Okay, before we start the next round, let us use the Surya Namaskar as a part of this, since we are trying to still action in the Surya Namaskar. So let's do it fast, because it is easier to do it fast and get while you are getting perfection in it. So let's go through the movements of the Surya Namaskar a little fast. Your feet together. See, Surya Namaskar is a very versatile exercise. It can be used for meditation, it can be used for warm up, it can be used to open up the spine. But when you have perfection, you can use it to relax. But when we don't have perfection, like a lot of us don't, it is strenuous. Okay, so in the starting position, we'll go fast. Just follow the movements. Breathe in, 1, arch back. Breathe out, reach for the toes, bend the knees, palms down, the right leg back, neck up. And from there you can come put the knees down and then come up in the plank position. Knees down, you can go on your elbows, lie down on your stomach and come up in the cobra. And down on your elbows, again in the cat stretch position, and push your hips up in the mountain, heels down. Knees down, the left leg forward and straighten the back leg, look up and join the feet together and breathe in, arch back and in the starting position and once again breathe in, breathe out, bend the knees, palms down. This time the left leg goes back, neck up and join the knees down in the cat stretch. Now go into the plank. Again the knees down on your elbows, lie down on your stomach, do the cobra, neck up and down, come on your elbows, come in the cat stretch position, push your hips up in the mountain and the knees down and the right leg forward now, arch up and join the feet together. And breathe in, arch back and relax in the starting position. Relax. See, I know a lot of you are not getting all the movements right, but right now I just want you to get just a feel of the positions while we are warmed up. Tomorrow we'll fine tune it a little more and come up and now jog up and jog back. Just one more round of cardio exercises. Those of you who've joined late, I want you to assess if you're being able to do these effortlessly, forward and back and sideways shuffling and sideways. And to continue our cardio, we'll do a movement called the Jinga, which is from a martial art. So I want you to get a hang of it, because we'll be doing this again on our Saturday session. Okay, so the feet parallel, bend the knee, the right leg goes back and the right hand goes up. Now the right leg goes up, the left hand leg goes back and the left hand comes up. So 1 and 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Those of you who have done a martial art called capoeira will be familiar with this movement. And okay, once again we'll try. Those of you who have not got the hang of it, bend the knee, right leg back and the right hand up. Now right leg forward, now the left leg back and the left hand up and back. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, relax. Okay, one round we'll do of a little vigorous spot jogging, jumping movements. Listen to your body and do only as much as you can do comfortably. Okay, especially if you have knees, lower back, which is strain, go easy. We'll start with spot jogging, but this time raise your knees a little higher. See, opposite hand and leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and just jump. Some of you can do spot jogging, the others who are comfortable, jump on both the legs and up and twisting movement and change to jumping jacks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and relax and relax and relax. Okay, now we'll do a quick set of contractions. No one has told me if you actually have got some weight, which I told you yesterday too. If you have, then we can do an exercise using the weight. Otherwise, we'll do our okay, in position for squats. Squats is one of the most important exercise which works on a core, your leg muscles, lower body muscles. Okay, and 6. And come up, sit on an imaginary chair and come up, keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, relax. Okay, some of you, and just loosen. Some of you have got the weight. So I'll just show you one exercise. Those who have not got a weight, then just imagine a weight in your hands. Just learn this exercise so that you can. So I'll do it with a book today. This is very light, though it should be a little heavier. But just to show you, I'm using this. So basically, you put the weight down, your knees bent like we did in the squats. So you come up, breathe in, get this position, breathe out, up, breathe in, come back and breathe out, down. Okay, you can keep it down totally. It's as if it's a functional movement, as if you're picking up something and giving it to someone there. Okay, you're helping load a truck with bricks. Just imagine that in your hand. So you need to do that gracefully. Bend the knees, pick the weight up, breathe in over here, breathe out and breathe in and breathe out, keep it down. And again, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, we won't do too many of these because very few of you have bought the weight, but I wanted to show this to you as a very important exercise of, to use in your strength training session. This works on a whole lot of muscles at the same time. Very good for your functional fitness. Okay, and relax. So we did the squats. Now we are moving to going to the lying down position. Lie down on your back right now. We'll do a few exercises for the abs, for your core muscles. Again, people who have lower back problems, go easy on these. Okay. Again, one leg at a time. One leg at a time And those who are comfortable, both the legs. 3, 2. Okay, now we just try something which is called a reverse curl. Keep your legs in this position. Keep your hands behind your neck and raise the hips up slightly and bring it back. Okay? Raise the hips up and breathe out and breathe in. So the neck is supported here. No strain on the neck. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. 2, 1, and start a cycling movement. Those who feel a strain on your lower back, go easy. And forward. Okay, relax. Just do one bridge to get perfection in it as well as relax your lower back. Okay, down. Okay, now straighten your feet. One more round of stretch your hands back and come up. Use your elbows support and come up and reach for your toes. Okay, if this is too strenuous, then do the cycling movement and continue this. Come up, reach for the toes, breathe out. And if this is very comfortable, then you can try go to the next level of, as you come up, raise the knees up, come in this position, the V position, and come back. So breathe out, balance here and breathe in. 3. If your lower back gets strained, then don't do this. And once again, come up, hold there. 4, 3, 2, 1, and straighten. Okay, and on your stomach, and come back from there on your stomach. Okay, some of you can try do the plank if the plank is challenging enough. Some of you can do knee down push-ups. Just put your knees down and just do slight push-ups. If your neck, shoulders are strained, go easy on this. Just attempt it, don't do too many. Just see how comfortable or uncomfortable this is. Breathe in when you go down, breathe out as you come up. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay. And relax. And lie down on your stomach in the crocodile position. In the crocodile position. Observe your breathing. We are starting our cool down from this point on. Just observe your breathing. It might be a little fast, let it slow down. And now put your head down. Put your head down. Continue to relax there. Just observe your breathing. And now get into the position for cobra. We are using this to stretch and relax the stomach muscles. And breathe in as you come up. Breathe out down. Palms close to your shoulders. Elbows close to your body. Keep going. Don't come up beyond your navel. Just this much and down. Inhale. Exhale. Once again up and hold there. Hold there. And come back. And come on your elbows. And in the rabbit position, put your head down. Use the fact that you are warmed up to do these really nicely. Take your hands back, try to hold your wrist behind you. Okay, and since we are well warmed up right now, we'll try the pigeon position as well. Using the fact that we are warmed up. Right leg forward and let your body weight go down on the right leg. And now put your head down in the direction of your knee. Be with the stretch and come back. And now the other leg forward. Let the body weight go down. Focus on the front leg now. straighten the back leg as much as possible. Put your head down. Feel the stretch. Okay, now the neck up, come up, get the back leg, bring it over the front leg in this position. This is called the Virasana. Very important posture, and together with this it is called the Gaumukhasana. So now the leg which is up, the same hand up, and the other hand from behind. Try to touch your fingers. If you can touch, then try to interlock your fingers. Okay, and slowly come back. And now switch the leg position. Now the other leg up. Okay, we are using the fact that we are warmed up to get more perfection in these postures. And now the other hand up. It's okay if you can't touch. Just as long as you're feeling a stretch, you're getting the benefits. Just keep attempting to get closer to your other hand. Okay, and come back. And come back. And straighten your feet. Okay, we are doing all these stretches to cool down now. And also open up the stiffness in our body. And exhale, reach for the toes, keep holding there. And come back and do the butterfly, Titliasana. Since you're warmed up, try to get more perfection in this by pushing it down, by bending forward. Just increase the stretch and then hold that stretch for a few seconds. Okay, and straighten your feet and do the counter to this. Cross over, pull the leg towards yourself, feel a stretch on the outer thigh, hold there and change the other leg, cross it over, pull it, keep holding there and straighten. Some of you do this, pull towards yourself and hold the stretch. The others who want to try the Padmasana can make an attempt to do the Padmasana. But if it's too tough for you, don't force yourself, otherwise you will injure your knee. So just go easy. But if you want to try, you can try once. And to come out of it, leave one leg, the other leg. Okay. Now do the, I hope you balanced both the legs. Now sit in Vajrasana. A very important posture to practice and get perfection. You should with practice reach a position where you can do at least for 5 minutes, you can sit in this comfortably. Okay, now from the Vajrasana position, try to stand up gracefully with minimal use of your hands. Okay, try to come up and stand up and stand up. Okay, we'll use these postures we've been doing to further our cool down. We'll do the standing Chakrasana set, little distance between the feet, your fist tight, breathe in, stretch up, arch back, neck up, and as you breathe out, slowly bend the knees, raise your hands up, wrist inward, and once again breathe in, arch back, feel a stretch on your stomach, breathe out, and once again breathe in, arch back and change. Little more distance between your feet. The second posture. As you breathe out, bring your hand outward, your palm upward, shoulders back, the neck up, and as you breathe out, take your right palm towards your left ankle, and again breathe in, look up, breathe out the other side. Once again, repeat that. Inhale, exhale, inhale, look up, exhale, and inhale, and come back. Be in the same position. We'll do a full trunk rotation to cool down further. So basically, you can just see if you're not familiar with, you bend down and from here, from the left, go up, back, and then from the other side, come inside, and then from the other side, from the right, go up, back, and come back. So do it one side each. Breathe in as you go up, rotate your trunk, breathe out, and the other side, breathe in, go up, and breathe out, down, and come back, relax. And now, if you want a quick sip of water, you can have a small sip of water, and then lie down if you want, otherwise just lie down on your back on your mat now. We'll continue the cool down. Just lie down on your mat comfortably. Put your hands on your stomach. Just observe your breathing. Now we are wanting the breathing to slow down. Okay. And bend both the knees slightly. And raise the right leg straight up, and with your hands put them right under your knee joint and pull it towards yourself. Feel a gentle stretch on your hamstring. Now the toes also in slightly, so feel a stretch on the calf, on the hamstring, a gentle stretch, and just hold there. And down. And now the left leg up. Straighten and hold here. Interlock your fingers and pull towards yourself. Toe in slightly. Feel the stretch on the calf, on the hamstrings. Hold there. Okay. And down. And now with your legs, do a namaskar. Okay. With your feet. And now hold your feet and pull them closer to your body. Closer to your hips. Feel the stretch, and now put your hands just under your knees and push the feet down, similar to the butterfly that we do. Feel that stretch, hold there. Okay. And now we are going to do a position. It is a relaxing position. It is called the happy baby position. So you take just try to see it carefully. With your palms, you hold your ankles from inside is better. You can even hold it from outside. Okay? Whichever is more comfortable. And then straighten. Don't straighten, keep the knees bent, but push your hands upward with your feet. Okay? Your lower back will get pushed against the mat. And you will feel a slight stretch on your hamstrings. Just hold that position. Okay, and come back and bend both the knees, press them against the stomach. Bend both the knees, press them against the stomach. Now for 15-20 seconds, just keep holding there. Let your lower back, your knees relax in this position. Observe your breathing. Okay. And now put your feet down. Get in position for the bridge. Try to hold your ankles and then leave your ankles and put your palms down to get the correct position. Starting position, and then breathe in as you raise your stomach up. Breathe out down. And 2 more times. Breathe in. Breathe out. Once again, come up and hold there. Try to come up absolutely on your shoulders. Observe your breathing. Feel the movement of the upper part of your stomach, your diaphragm. And slowly down. Once again, bend both the knees, press them against the stomach. And then straighten your feet. Stretch the body tall. Toes towards yourself. and push the heels down. Feel a stretch on your shoulders, and then leave all the muscles loose and find a comfortable position for Shavasana. Keep your palms upward. Keep your palms upward. Leave all the muscles absolutely loose. Keep your eyes closed. So be in that comfortable Shavasana position on your back. Continue to keep your eyes closed. Leave all the muscles as loose as you can leave them. And just observe yourself. Observe the state of your muscles. Observe the state of your breathing. Be aware of the blood circulation in your body. Be aware of any sensation, any discomfort in your body, and all the muscles that you worked upon in the last 1 hour. Let all those muscles relax and recover. Continue to keep all your awareness on your body, on your breathing. Just observe yourself as if you're observing your own body from outside, lying absolutely lifeless on the mat. Bring all your awareness to your face. Relax all the muscles of your face. Let your forehead relax more. Bring your awareness to the top of your head. To the back of your head. And to your neck. Let all the muscles around the neck relax more. Bring your awareness to your shoulders. Let the shoulders relax more. Bring your awareness to your elbows, your forearms, your wrist, your palms, your fingers. Let them be more loose. Bring your awareness to your upper back, your middle back, your lower back. Let all the muscles around the hips relax more. Bring your awareness to your chest. To the center of your chest coinciding with your heart. And bring your awareness to your stomach, to your navel. Just observe the movement of your stomach as you breathe in and breathe out. And bring your awareness to your hips, down to your knees. Let all the muscles around the knees relax more. Your shins, the calves, the ankles. Let the muscles around the ankles relax more. Bring your awareness to the soles of your feet and to your toes. Bring all your awareness only to your breathing. Just observe the movement of your stomach, of your chest as you breathe in and breathe out. For the next 5 breaths, continue to watch your breathing. Continue to watch the movement of your stomach with your breathing. And take 2 deeper breaths. Let the stomach swell up more as you breathe in. And bring your awareness to your surroundings. Become aware of all the sounds around you. And slowly move your fingers, move your toes, become aware of your muscles. Take your own time to very slowly turn to your right and come up. Very slowly come up and sit up comfortably. Sit up comfortably with your spine straight. Keep your eyes closed. And 3 times we'll chant Om. Take a deep breath. Breathe in. Once again, breathe in. Just be with the silence. And join your palms together in a namaskar. Interlock your fingers and stretch up over your head once. And then come back, take your hands back, pull the shoulders back gently. And then just twist gently to either side. Okay. And come back. If you are comfortable, you can sit in Vajrasana. Otherwise, just sit in any position comfortable. So we're through with our session for today. Now, those of you who want to talk a little about weight loss, we'll just talk about it now. And the others who are lean enough and want to carry on, you can carry on. Tomorrow we'll meet again at 8:30 in the morning for the live class, and tomorrow will be a more yoga centric class tomorrow. So we'll be doing less of jumping tomorrow. We'll be doing more of yoga and breathing and stretches. So now talking about weight loss, there is too much information, so I'll try to give you certain points through which I've helped a lot of people lose a whole lot of weight. So see, one of the most important things is, which was true hundreds of years back, which will be true in hundreds of years to come, is that to lose weight you need to burn more calories than what you are consuming. So first of all, you need to limit your intake of too many calories and burn more calories. You need to be more active, do exercise, do lots of walking, be active so that you burn more calories, and limit your intake, make your portions small. In our Indian diet, I think we eat, though all the things are important, proteins, carbohydrates, but I think we have too much carbohydrates in your diet. So in your diet, make your typically we have rice, roti, dal, sabzi. So make your rice and roti the quantity small. Make your sabzi, salad, dal the quantity more. And avoid white sugar. Three things, the main things that you need to minimize and eventually cut out from your diet is, first is white sugar. And white sugar, not just what you put in your tea, but also all biscuits, all cakes, pretty much 99%, all chocolates, most of the sweets you eat, they have. So either choose sweets which are made out of jaggery or dark chocolate, or which don't have white sugar. So white sugar is the first thing you need to, it's a lot of empty calories. Second is refined oil, butter, even ghee is good for your health, but in very small quantities. So all the fried things avoid. Third is maida, your biscuit, bread, cakes, all the packaged things, all the processed food, you need to avoid that to lose weight. Eat things. So I'll give you another interesting fact to ponder about. That when you go in a forest, all the wild animals, none of the animals, even if they sleep around the whole day, they are not overweight. They are, all lean and proportional. So the main thing is to lead a natural lifestyle, eat natural food, less processed food, and be active through the day. So this is, the diet is most important. When it comes to exercise, now exercise, if you just do 1 hour of exercise in the morning and just sit around the whole day, that won't help you lose weight. And it's also important what kind of exercises you are doing. So for people who want to work towards weight loss, at least do 2 sets of exercises. One in the morning, suppose you did this right now. This was cardio intensive. Now again in the evening, walk up the stairs, up and down, go for a little walk, again raise your heart rate a little bit. Not to this extent, but to some extent. Through the day also be active enough and work towards weight bearing cardio exercises. So the important exercises, so if you just do crunches thinking that you do more stomach exercises, you lose weight, it doesn't work like that. It is, so the most important exercise for you is cardio exercises, and that too weight bearing cardio. So running is best, but right now during the lockdown, we can't go outdoors running. But the spot jogging movements that we are doing, the skipping movements, so what you need to work towards it is right now, just work towards the skipping movement, spot jogging movements, and then move towards skipping movements, get perfection in that, and then work towards skipping rope. But if you do it suddenly without preparing, you will injure your knees. So progressively do a lot of the movements that we did today, shuffling movements, spot jogging movements, spot skipping movements. Those are the movements which will help you get leaner. So eventually, try to be able to skip 100 times and gracefully. When you are able to run outdoors, work towards, if you are going for walks right now, include a little bit of, in between your walk, do a 1 minute of jog and increase it so that you are able to jog at least 2-3 kilometers continuously and in a slow movement. Okay, so cardio, and also your technique is important. How you are skipping, how you are jogging. So once you start that, send me a video later to me of your technique of spot jogging, or so I'll tell you how to fine tune it for you to be able to help that for that movement to help you get leaner. So jogging, spot jogging, forget the crunches. Don't just do crunches and all in hoping to lose weight. Don't injure yourself. So cardio movements, skipping, spot jogging, jogging outside, they are the most important movements to work towards. Third is deep breathing, meditation and yoga. See, your weight loss also depends on your hormonal balance. So you need to get a good sleep. You need to do deep breathing exercises, the kinds that we'll do tomorrow, on a regular basis. Calm your mind so that your secretion of your hormones, your thyroid gland is secreting in balance, because that affects your metabolism. So and also in terms of your metabolism, you need to be constantly active through the day. If you just do 1 hour of exercise, then you sit around, the biggest thing is, you might have heard that saying that sitting is the new smoking. So when you sit on a chair, your metabolism slows down, your body becomes stiff, you'll pile up weight. If most of the day you're sitting, you will put on weight. And so you need to be constantly active. Don't sit for more than 1 hour at a stretch. Get up, walk around. So be active, do a cardio in the morning, do a cardio in the evening. Be active through the day, find creative ways to do that, and cut the proportion of your meals, and eat more fruit, salad. And one more thing I'll add is drink lots of water. If you're not drinking enough water, that can be one very big factor, because your digestion needs to be good. So you need to drink more water and have a salad or a fruit, both actually, every day. So these are some of the things. Even if you follow a few of these things, they'll help you greatly. And also it is a slow process. If you have piled on kilos over a period of time, it takes some time, but use these holistic things to lose weight. If you go on a crash diet, do over exercise, then the moment you stop that, you'll again gain weight. So use these holistic things. So it's not just about pushing yourself on exercise or a fat diet. It's about changing your whole lifestyle to work towards that. So if you have more questions, you can write to me and we can talk another time on those questions more. But for now, I'll just leave you with these few tips, and I'll see you tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning for this live session for a gentle yoga class. So have a nice day.